Hi everybody, welcome to this short video on how to get started trading with cryptocurrency for profit. The previous videos that I've made have been talking about Forex, and they've been talking about how you create an account with IC Markets, how you install MT4 on your phone, and how you install Telegram to get the Forex alerts. However, Crpyto also trades cryptocurrency, and we send signals how to trade cryptocurrency, and those trades are immensely profitable. We've had 2 more trades out this week, which is prompting this video. These trades, when they come through, they're sent out by this guy. His name's Corey Chadwick, and he is a 28-year-old Texan multi-millionaire. He's made more than 18 million in the last 4 years with cryptocurrency. And he sends out all of the alerts for us that are making us tremendous amounts of profit. In fact, in the last 12 months, even though the crypto market has been awful and the detractors have been saying crypto is dead, by following the alerts that Corey sends us, we've actually made more than 1,800% profit. What that means to you is that if you get started with us a year ago and you'd invested just £1,000 into the signals that Corey sent us, and you traded every single one of them, today you'd be sitting on more than £18,000. Now, how do you do that? Well, you buy and sell the currencies that Corey tells you about on a crypto exchange, and when he tells you to buy, you buy at one price. When he tells you to sell, you sell at another price, and you make the profit. Now, Crpyto does not make recommendations as to which exchange you use. Crpyto is not an exchange in itself, and you're free to use whoever you wish. However, Corey's our expert, and he tells us that predominantly he uses 3 exchanges personally. The ones he uses are Binance, Bittrex, and Poloniex. So, again, I have to say, there are other crypto changes out there that you can use, and you're free to use whoever you want. This is your money. We never want to actually touch your money or get involved with it or take any risks with it. You're free to use whoever you want. This is just telling you who we use, and I'm going to show you how you set up your first account with Binance right now. So the rest of this video is just going to focus on Binance. So to get started, you go to Binance.com. and you're going to get this screen. Once you get it, you click on login or register up here, and we move on. Now, I've already got my Binance account. I've had my Binance account for the last 12 months now. But for the sake of showing you this, I've created a brand new account. And this account is just purely a blank account. I'm not going to put any funds in it, but I'm going to show you every step that you need to take. So to get started, all you're going to do is put your email address in there, put a password in, tick on I agree to the terms and conditions, and that button, which is gold at the moment, would start off grey, and the minute you tick the box, it'll turn gold, and you can move on. Now, as soon as you do that, it's going to send an email to you. When the email comes through, it's going to ask you to verify your account and activate it. You click that link, and it's going to bring you back to your browser, and you're going to get this window open that will say, account activation successful, click here to log in. You now log in, and you're going to get this screen. This is just a one-off to get started, but it's safety risk notice, and it's important that you read through it, because once you actually start to add some funds to this, this is your money. You want to keep this safe, and you want to be secure with it. So read through every item that it says here, and as you read through, check them off. Only when you've checked all of them off will that button turn gold at the bottom. It's grey by default, and every time you click one of those boxes, they go in gold, and then when you get to the bottom one done, then it'll go that you can understand and you can move on. Once you move on, it's going to give you another option. Now, this next option is really, really important. It says, we strongly recommend you to enable 2FA on your account. 2FA stands for two-factor authentication. Two-factor authentication means that when you put your password in, that's not going to be enough to get you in. So if someone figures out your email address and figures out your password, they're still not going to get in. You have to authenticate yourself in one of 2 ways. Either use Google Authentication, which is an app on your phone, on your smartphone that you're going to install, or SMS authentication, which means you put your phone number in and they will send you a PIN number, and you've got 60 seconds to put the PIN number in. Otherwise, you'll have to do it all over again. Choose whichever one you prefer. For the sake of this example, I've got Google authentication, but that's on my other account. So for the sake of this, I'm going to stick with SMS authentication. So click on that, and then you can move forward again. Once you move forward, you're now going to tell you that you've reached the first level of verification, and it's now going to ask you to submit some verification documents. So when you click on there, you're going to go for a personal account, and it's going to ask you for a couple of things: either one, a passport, or two, a driving license. Either way, photo ID. It'll then ask you to upload either upload a selfie or take a selfie with your cell phone, whatever it may be, and possibly one or two other documents. And you can see it says passed here, so I've done that, so now I can move on. And finally, we can get to the point where we actually start to buy some cryptocurrency. So at the top, you go to the top where it says funds here, and then you click on deposits when the sub-menu comes up. And now it's going to talk about buying Bitcoin. So you can see here it's saying buy Bitcoin. You have two choices. You can either buy cryptocurrency using cryptocurrency that you've bought with another exchange, in which case you just select the currency that you have over there. But for most people that are doing this, it's probably going to be the first time you bought cryptocurrency, so you can use either your credit card or a debit card. So you simply click on the Buy Now button here and buy Bitcoin. The reason I'm saying buy Bitcoin is because the exercise that we have right now is to, first of all, to get you to buy some Bitcoin, and then we're going to trade it against other currencies to increase the amount of Bitcoin that you have without it actually costing you any more money. So first of all, we're going to buy it. So when you click on buy, by default, this screen is going to come up and it's saying you want to buy 1 Bitcoin. And it will give you the current price. And as you can see here, the current price when I did this was $5,049.33. Now, if that's okay, and you've got $5,000 to put into Bitcoin, happy days, just click buy now. However, for most people, we're going to get started with something less. So let's say you want to get started and you just want to put $300 in here. So you just type in $300 in the box here, and the number above will change, and it will say above your order amount is now that you want to buy 0.05941749 of a Bitcoin, and it will come up with whatever fraction is needed to make sure that your bill hits no more than $300, because that's the amount you've chosen. Now you can see this big red arrow. The big red arrow is to tell you to read below on that screen. Scroll down the screen and make sure you read this bit. And it says, please note the crypto amount quoted is based on the current rate and it is not final. If the rate changes by more than 2.5%, you'll be asked to reconfirm the transaction via email from Simplex. Once the payment's completed, you can check your payment status. Now, typically it takes from actually buying it to seeing it appear in your account, it'll take anywhere between 10 minutes and 30 minutes. And if the price changes in that time scale by more than 2.5%, rather than just taking more money off you, it will ask you, it'll say that the price has gone up. It's now not going to cost you $300. It's going to cost you $307 or whatever the figure may be. And are you happy to still proceed? You can say no if you want to, or you can continue. But I want you to read that, and I want you to be very clear on what you're doing. The other thing I want you to be very clear on is when it comes to buying cryptocurrency, there is a possibility, when it comes to trading, there is always a risk involved. No one tells you that this is guaranteed you will make money. You could lose it, so don't buy more than you feel comfortable with losing. I don't want to hear of people going out and mortgaging the house thinking we're going to get rich on the back of this. Play it safe, play it sensible, and just place an amount of money that you feel comfortable of. Once you've read through everything else, then we just move back on. Once you actually click the buy button, it's then going to ask you to confirm the order. And again, it'll confirm how much Bitcoin you're going to get and how much you're going to be paying. Tick on I've read and agree terms and conditions down here, and then the go to payment button will turn to gold and you can move on. So you click that to complete, and once you've clicked that, you then go back to this final screen. Now I want to show you how you actually check your balance. Now remember what it says here. It says average, fast average 10 to 30 minutes for cryptocurrency to reach your wallet. So it could take you anywhere up to half an hour before you'll actually see that money in your account. Once you want to see it, you click on funds again, but this time you're going to go to balances rather than deposits. Click on balances and you get this screen. And this is a list of all the currencies that are available, but the important thing is the currencies that you own. So if you've bought Bitcoin, then BTC will appear at the top of that list, along with the balance that you have and how much you have. And if you buy other currencies, you will actually see listed every currency that you own at the top of the list, and then the currencies that you don't own. That's it for now. That's how you actually get yourself registered and buy your first bit of Bitcoin. The next video that I make will tell you how to make a trade, but for the moment, let's get you started, create the account, so go back and do that. If this video has made sense to you and you want to watch the next video in the sequence, if you look on the bottom right of your screen, you'll see a button that says subscribe. If you click on subscribe to the channel, you'll get an alert from YouTube when I've made the next video, and you'll get to see that straight away, and you'll always be kept up to speed with it. At the moment, thanks for your time. My name is Roger Garth, and I will speak to you soon.